Hi, I'm Foxosomos, and today we're gonna be looking at some random dark fan-made Spongebob stories. So, let's begin. Mr. Krabs Kills Pearl. This came out in 2013. This story was created by Hydrolink and has 4 episodes. So in this fan-made story, Mr. Krabs hates his daughter Pearl. She always spends his money at the mall and she never says thank you. She doesn't even ask him for permission to spend his money. And because of that, Mr. Krabs is going bankrupt, which means he might lose his house and the Krusty Krab. And that obviously makes him very angry at Pearl. So he kills her. When he goes back into his house, a strange figure breaks his lamp. It's Pearl. She is alive somehow. She attacks Mr. Krabs and then it cuts to Sandy's house burning. What the? Alright, apparently context is irrelevant. Hey, what's that on Sandy's diving suit? Oh. Well, anyway, Sandy barely survives and then Pearl arrives and kills Sandy. So now she's wanted. Also, it's not revealed who burned down her house, but it was probably Pearl. The second episode starts with Spongebob in bed waiting for Patrick. They're married. Patrick tells Spongebob that his boss is missing and then he leaves, so Spongebob falls asleep. But then at 3 a.m., Pearl rips a hole into his wall. In the morning, Spongebob looks through the hole and sees a very mean message. Squidward throws a lit Molotov at the Krusty Krab. The next night, Pearl at 4 a.m. rips another hole in the wall and pathetically tries to reach Spongebob. Bruh, there's no way she's gonna reach him. Spongebob wakes up and sees that the hole is bigger and gets scared, so he goes to the Krusty Krab, which has been burned down by Squidward. Episode number 3. Spongebob goes in full detective mode and decides that he will save Mr. Krabs and starts looking for clues. He tells his kids to look for clues. Goddamn, those are some ugly kids. Spongebob then breaks into Mr. Krabs' house to look for clues. Meanwhile, Squidward goes to Sandy's house. But wait, didn't Pearl burn down Sandy's house? No, that was actually Sandy's great-great-grandmother. I'll get to that later. Squidward goes inside Sandy's house and does some illegal stuff, and then Pearl appears and kills him. And she also killed Sandy. And now we're at the last episode. Patrick is smoking near what looks like a gas station. Yes, he can smoke underwater. I don't know how that works. He goes in to get more cigarettes, but then he finds out about the whole Mr. Krabs' daughter's killing people thing. Inside of Mr. Krabs' house, Spongebob sees a Nazi sign and a broken heart and Mr. Krabs' eye on the wall. He then finds a drawer with some pictures inside. Alright, let's get this straight. This dude took some pictures of Hitler and drew SpongeBob characters on them. Wow. These pictures will make sense later. Plankton is arguing with his robot wife and then Pearl eats him. SpongeBob goes into Sandy's house and finds a secret basement. He enters it and finds some dead bodies and Mr. Krabs, who is alive. Then Pearl shows up and before she kills SpongeBob, she explains some stuff which I will explain now. First off, Pearl is not a teenager. She is older than the Holocaust. Basically, she's more than 50 years old. Pearl went to Bikini Bottom to escape her horrible past in Berlin, the capital of Germany. She was Hitler's second most valued assistant. The first was Sandy's great-great-grandmother, who also escaped to Bikini Bottom. Pearl after some time left Berlin and went to Bikini Bottom and acted as a teenager so Mr. Krabs would adopt her. But then he tried to kill her but he didn't succeed. So Pearl killed Sandy's great-great-grandmother and went on a killing rampage. She wants to eliminate all sea life in Bikini Bottom because she thinks they're all idiots. So back in the present, Pearl tries killing Spongebob but then Patrick saves him. Spongebob shoots Pearl a bunch of times and then he gives the gun to Mr. Krabs so he can finally finish her off, and he does. Patrick is proud of Spongebob and goes home while Spongebob stays behind to take care of Mr. Krabs. But then he shoots himself. The end. Next up, we have Spongebob makes a Krabby Patty. Patrick and Spongebob are just hanging out, but then Patrick gets the munchies. So Spongebob tells him that he's gonna make him a Krabby Patty from scratch. He then finds a random civilian, knocks him out and kidnaps him. He takes him to the Krusty Krab and starts taking out his vital organs while rock music plays. He uses a chainsaw to cut off the head and puts the body on some kind of chain. He starts slicing the body, which causes a bunch of organs and other stuff to fall on the grill. When he finishes cooking, he puts the burger together and gives it to Patrick. Patrick eats the burger while SpongeBob watches him, knowing that Patrick has no idea he's eating the person that is on his soda cup. The next channel I'm going to talk about is Panchito Matrix. I have no idea how to pronounce that. It has almost 1 million subscribers. He makes only SpongeBob content and nothing else. I watched this channel years ago when I was a kid, so this is gonna be a bit nostalgic for me. This channel has been uploading videos for 16 years, but the last time they uploaded was 9 months ago, so I think the creator quit. He's not dead because he made a community post 2 months ago. It's really a shame. They're so close to 1 million. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about the SpongeBob Revenge series made by Panchito Matrix. It's also the first video this channel uploaded. The series has 5 episodes and we're gonna look at the first and last one. SpongeBob Revenge came out on October 12th, 2006. The first video Panchito Matrix made. SpongeBob calls Patrick and asks him if he wants to go fishing. Somehow underwater. Patrick denies, so SpongeBob decides he's gonna kill him. He asks Squidward for help, but he refuses, so SpongeBob kills him. SpongeBob battles Patrick, but loses, so a bird dude kills him. To this day, I still don't know who that is, but I think it might be Panchito Matrix, the creator. He also appears in SpongeBob Revenge 2. And now if you look in the newest SpongeBob Revenge video, you can see how much the quality improved. Also, SpongeBob Revenge 5 was uploaded 5 years ago and SpongeBob Revenge 4 was uploaded 1 year ago, but I think the 4th one was uploaded before the 5th one. It probably got demonetized or something and got re-uploaded. Anyway, in SpongeBob Revenge 5, SpongeBob is cooking some Krabby Patties, taking his sweet time while there's a whole bunch of customers waiting. This enrages Squidward and gets angry at SpongeMan, so Sponge Dude kills the Squid Dude, which makes the Crab Dude angry, so the Bob SpongeMan calls the Star Patrick Dude to help him while the Crab Dude is beating Sponge. You got all that? Good. When Patrick arrives, he throws a teensy weensy little tiny rock at Mr. Krabs, which somehow causes him to have some kind of chemical reaction that shuts down all his organs. Or something like that. Five Nights at the Krusty Krab, another Panchito Matrix SpongeBob series that came out on March 10th, 2016. Episode 1, Mr. Krabs gives SpongeBob a promotion, which means he has to watch the Krusty Krab at night as a security guard. And there's also robots and stuff. You know, FNAF. The robots start moving around and doing a bunch of random and kinda entertaining stuff, and then some time later all the robots attack SpongeBob and kill him. Also there's Freddy. Episode 2, Mr. Krabs goes to jail for murdering SpongeBob even though he didn't do it. Now that the Krusty Krab is closed, Plankton finally has a chance to do some business and make money. He calls Squidward because he knows he's unemployed and offers him a job as a security guard at the Chum Bucket. Squidward goes to work and Plankton goes to sleep, and of course the robots are here. They start moving around doing a bunch of random and kinda entertaining stuff, and Squidward calls Plankton and tells him that the robots are just a little bit funky. So Plankton goes to Chum Bucket only to get killed by one of the robots. Then Squidward gets attacked by the robots and loses his arm, but then SpongeBob shows up. Apparently Sandy patched him up and gave him a bunch of robot weapons, so SpongeBob kills the robots. Episode 3, Patrick gets a call from Freddy Fazbear. Turns out he's the one in control of the previous robots. Freddy gives Patrick a job offer as a security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. When Patrick arrives there, Freddy pretends to be a human. Patrick does his job, but then Chica, Freddy, Foxy, and Bonnie start doing a bunch of random and kinda entertaining stuff. But then they start doing scary things, so Patrick leaves. But unfortunately for him, Foxy and the other robots attack him. But luckily, Squidward and SpongeBob show up. Sandy gives Squidward a spicy, fresh new robot arm, but then they chop it off. Well, that's unsatisfying. Anyway, all the robots die, but Freddy survives. Episode 4, SpongeBob visits Mr. Krabs in jail, but then the electricity goes out and Mr. Krabs disappears. SpongeBob tries to look for him, but finds a security room, so he decides to watch the cameras for a little while. Freddy is back and alive with new robots. They start doing a bunch of random and kinda entertaining stuff, until SpongeBob finds Mr. Krabs, but he's in the second floor. SpongeBob's robot weapons are disabled, but god damn it, that lucky sponge found a loaded gun. So he shoots Mangle, but she accidentally activates SpongeBob's saw weapon. SpongeBob kills Toy Freddy and goes to the second floor. Episode 5, the last one. SpongeBob finds a security room on the second floor. The only robots left are Toy Bunny, Toy Chica, and Freddy. Oh, and Patrick's robot came back somehow. One last time, the robots do a bunch of random and kinda entertaining stuff until SpongeBob decides it's time to end this. He finds a Uzi behind a barrel and kills Toy Bunny, and then Toy Chica, so he starts looking for Freddy. After some searching, he finds Mr. Krabs and Freddy. They have one last battle and SpongeBob defeats Freddy, but then Freddy takes SpongeBob with him. Plot twist incoming! SpongeBob wakes up and it was all a dream and he doesn't have his legs, but oh, they were actually just folded somehow and he slept for 5 whole days. That's it. That's all the random dark fan-made SpongeBob stories I have for today. There are other Punches to Matrix series and other channels that make this content. So if you like this video, let me know in the comments and maybe, just maybe, I'll make a part 2. Thank you for watching and... wait, I forgot about one. Damn it. Alright, let's check it out. Hey yo, what the fuck?